The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid rain. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, it's the second game here on this wild card Saturday, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Green Bay Packers. It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They'll start on the ground with Benson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 3. Murray now. Short one here, caught by McBride. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Benson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Murray now to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. His second catch in this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
From the gun, Murray. Goes right back to McBride. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now Murray. Short one here, caught by McBride. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 2 yards to go on third down. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
First down, Arizona. Hey. Biggest. Omaha. Bug.
Here's Murray. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Rashawn Gary. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw, it's Murray. That is caught downfield by Harrison. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey McBride, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point laid down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They're just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Operating from the gun, Lockhart. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. Look at the big fella go. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft, 62 yards. And the Packers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Hey. Hey. Easy. Big ace. Hey, Larry. I know something.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive, it comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice.
And got his man complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey McBride with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 52 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Had the option to hand that one off and run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Pass on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up second down. Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Big ass open, big ass open.
Throwing now is Murray. Packer pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Big ass. Hey. Come back. Go. Hey. That's one.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Kyler going to give this to Benson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Green.
38-yard line.
Omaha. Two.
Shotgun now from Murray. Short one here, caught by McBride. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down.
Here comes Benson on the toss right.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
56 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Here's Murray.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone. Now allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title, so they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Off the play fake. Lockhart. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front.
12 touchdowns for the rookie during the regular season, and now he has his first here in the playoffs.
And it shows off his big playability, too, because we saw this quite a bit in college, and it certainly continued here at the next level. Another explosive play for a guy who's made them all season long.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Micah Parsons. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. They'll send the tight end in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
47-yard punt, a return of 4. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Cards will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to air one out. And this is knocked away and incomplete. But I think it was a free play. Let's check the call. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. To throw is Murray.
Short one here, caught by McBride.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
2nd down and 4. Running out of the gun here with Benson.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Benson.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
They're going for it. It's Murray.
And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Dragon 60. Hawk, grab 50. 19, Warriors 70.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him.
The ball comes out. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because, to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
The extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
Murray going to throw. Throw inside is complete on the diving effort. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Murray now going to do it himself.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's kind of how it's gone for him so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
Hey! Big ace! Two! Hey! Come on. That's one.
From the gun on third down, Murray. That is caught. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get it to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Go. Hey. Go. Hey. Two.
Back to throw. Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Elijah Higgins
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Point after it, right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Throwing to start the drive.
Lockhart. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Buck.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they make it even bigger plays in the passing game.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw. Lockhart. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Lockhart.
Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards. There. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
The drive will begin with a run by Benson.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 44, Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Come on.
Back to throw again.
That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line.
That's good for the Cardinals. First down.
They run over center with Benson.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Murray.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Back to throw. Murray.
Will try and do this himself.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Zone read. Here's Benson.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Trey Benson.
A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Cardinals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are all tied at 28. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Looking to throw. Lockhart able to find his man, Kraft. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Operating from the gun. Lockhart. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Shot alert. Go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers have moved out in front.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action.
That one complete to McConkey.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 17 yards. Cardinals, first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Shotgun snap and a give to Benson.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Murray now. A short one here, caught by McBride. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Murray now to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Murray.
To the left side, he's got McConkey.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Gain of 19 yards. And the Cardinal first down.
Murray to air it out again. This will be caught at about the 6. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
A give up the middle with Benson.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
And the Cardinals first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Green. Biggest.
To throw, it's Murray. And it's caught. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Here's a quick throw right side.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Lad McConkey taking it in. And the Cards are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, fourth quarter, as the kick is away here. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Tight. 19 tight.
They go play action here on first down.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down.
70, 79.
Back to throw. Lockhart. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Mustang 19. Trap 60.
From the gun on third down. Lockhart.
And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Okay.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
60.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
On a handoff, Benson running right. And he's got it down to the 28.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up second and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 28, it's second and 5.
Throwing now is Murray. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a threat. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Second down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second
19 tight.
and 3
19 tight.
at the 41-yard
70 Ryan.
line.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Go.
Now a handoff up the middle.
Hayward. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on third and inches.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
19 Tiger. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Short throw, he's got Kraft.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Second and 6. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
60 back. 60, trap 60, trap 60.
They'll look to throw again.
He'll try and do this himself.
He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Going up top. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Arizona. 42 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Murray. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major said all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Here we go, here we go. 70, Buffalo 18.
Looking to throw. Lockhart. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
60 Bobcat, 60, Panther 11, Panther Mustang 19. Cup 19, Cup 19.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Come on.
They'll roll on 1st down. Hayward. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
19, 70 range, 19.
Off play action. Lockhart. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is third down now.
Back to throw. Lockhart.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
What a call right there. That is so well executed offensively. A massive play in this game. And now all of a sudden, they are in field goal range. And with a chance to walk out of here winners.
Ready,
here's first and goal.
let's go. Ready,
Here's a give up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game.
3-yard line.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
A 20-yard attempt.
So all eyes now on Tyler Bass.
This to advance to the divisional round. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Plenty of chills and thrills in this one, and more to come here as overtime will decide who moves on to the divisional round.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it after the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs.
Oh, and it's intercepted.
Brandon Jones picking it off. And they will.
Act your age, ain't just the barbers where you catch a fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a masquerade. Before I catch a L up, catch a plane. I probably you before I your chain. Switch it up, it's rap, pixie dust. Money ain't to us. Broski went and you better fix her up. I just bought a crib to a chick, she got the biggest. And when I saw your sister rat with the fishing hook, listen up, I've had to hit the cup. So if I swing my fist, you going in, so wish me luck. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I'm a I tell Shorty spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah. I just pull up to the crib and then I'm right back on that. Biz starts up, I ain't coming home with a full. All you rappers still washed up, I don't push weight.